Ashley Howard with Ashley Howard Teaches, and I am so excited to bring to you CC Cycle 3, Week 8, 5th edition tutor plans and foundation memory work. If you're new here, would you hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss a week of CC planning, of homeschool review, homeschool ideas, ways to make homeschooling fun. I would love to help you out. Also, don't forget to hit that like button if you get value out of this video. I so appreciate it. All right, so we are going to get started today with math. All right, so for math this week, we are doing 14s. Now, I have a free digital download for you. It's in the description down below. You'll see all the skip counting numbers for each week of this cycle and some more things for math. So I hope you enjoy those. You can use those in your class. You can start by singing 14s and they'll point to the 14s. You can also use them at home. They're such a good tool to practice your skip counting. So I hope you enjoy that. Hit that like button if you enjoy getting free things. All right, so after we have pointed a couple of times, we're gonna move on. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna have their chalkboard or dry erase marker, whichever you have, whichever board you have, and they're going to erase doing their 14s. Now, as they do it, each team member is going to be helping sing the song to help them remind what to write so that they can get through it together. And the point is for them to race and see if they can all get them done before the other team. All right, what I also like to do is redo the teams. So I'll put the popsicle sticks back in and I'll draw out different team members. That way nobody gets their feelings hurt and everybody gets an equal chance to win. So then after that, we're going to time by class. So our whole class is gonna work together. I'm gonna have one person writing and the rest is singing, and they're trying to get it done within 1 minute to write all those numbers down. Now, if they're really good, you might do 30 seconds just to make it fun, for it to be a competition. So I hope you enjoy this for math. All right, so let's move on to science. All right, so for science this week, we're talking about the circulatory system. Now, I don't know if you remember this song. It's from a long time ago, but the tune of Buffalo Gals. So we're going to sing the song to that tune. So it'll go something like this. Heart, arteries, veins, capillaries, red and white blood cells, platelets are some parts of the circulatory system. So as you can see, it fits pretty nicely in there. Now we will also do some hand motions. So these are our hand motions for science. So our hand motions are gonna go something like this. So for heart, we're gonna make a heart out of the shape of our hands. And then for artery, we're gonna point to an artery in our neck. And then for vein, we're gonna point to the veins on our arms. And then for capillaries, we're gonna make a C like this. And then for red and white blood cells, we're gonna make an R and then a W. And then for platelets, we're gonna get out our plate like this. So those are our hand motions and our songs. You can make it fun by singing it slowly and then going faster and faster as you get through the song. Or you can start out with a really quiet voice, whispering them, and then getting louder as you go along. So that's kind of a fun way to do science this week. Let's move on to history. All right, so for history this week, we're talking about the Missouri Compromise. So we're gonna start out with 1820, and we're just gonna do our 20 to 0 like this. And then for Henry, we're gonna make an H like this. And then for Clay, we're gonna dig up some clay like this. And then for worked out, we're gonna run in place like this. And then for Missouri, we're gonna make a big M like this. And then for compromise, we're gonna shake our hands like this. And then for Missouri, again, we're gonna make our big M like this. And then for to enter, we're gonna walk forward like this. And then for union, we're gonna make a giant U like this. And then for slave state, we're gonna put our arms like this. And then free state, we're gonna jump up with our arms like this and jump in the air. So those are our hand motions for history this week. All right, so for history this week, for the older kids, what was really fun is to have this history sentence cut up. So we'll type out the whole history sentence 2 times. And then you'll cut out one version and then you'll cut out another one. And really I just do 2 or 3 words and then I cut around it. And what they'll do is they'll try to put the history sentences back together, but they'll race each other. So that's a really fun one. They have so enjoyed that. So I love making it fun, having a competition. All right, and so for the younger kids, a fun way to do it is to pull out their silly voices. They can be animals. You could do a frog voice, do a dog voice, and pretend like you're a cat. Different things like that. So it makes it super cute, super fun. So I love doing that. I also love when we do our board, we write the whole history sentence. And this is good for your 7, 8-year-olds. And you can erase parts of the history sentence and they have to fill in the blank and guess as they go along what the rest of the history sentence is. So that kind of makes it fun too. All right, so there's some of the ideas for history. Let's move on to English. All right, so for English, I love to get a parachute out. It's really fun because we're doing to raise. And so as we sing the song, we're going to raise the parachute up. So we'll start on our knees and then we'll slowly get up and we'll move the parachute up as we sing to raise. And then we'll go through our tune and pull it all the way up. And you can even put a ball in there to make it more fun, to make the balls go flying and they'll laugh and giggle. So that's kind of a fun way to do to raise. All right, so let's move on to Latin. All right, this week for Latin, we're doing nouns. We're gonna start with testimonium, witness. So for witness, we're gonna look like we're seeing something happening like this. And then for lux, for light, we're gonna jump up in the air and make big light hands like this. And then for honest, John, we're gonna make a big J like this. And then for tenebres, tenebrae, for darkness, we're gonna go like this. So those are hand motions for Latin. Now what I love to do is I like to do for the older kids, I'll do words and I'll put magnets on the back and I'll laminate all the papers for the English and the Latin. So they get to come up to the board, they're all mixed up together and they get to come up to the board and match them. Now for the younger kids, that's too hard with reading all those words and everything. So I like to do images. And then we'll say something like, look for lux. What was lux, everyone? And they'll say light, and then they'll find the light bulb, and they'll match it up. Now, if you don't have a great laminator that you love, I have one linked down below, along with a lot of my class supplies. So fun things I use, like egg shakers and fun things like that. All right, so that is how we will do Latin this week. And please comment below, let me know how these ideas are working in your class. I love to hear what works, what doesn't work, any new ideas that you would like to have. Just comment down below. I love to hear from you. All right, so now we are moving on to geography. Now, geography is simple because we've been using the same song, and if you haven't heard of it yet, I will link it down below. It's a USA Geography song. It is fantastic. I love this song. It's so catchy, so easy for them to learn their states and capitals this week. Now, how I use it in class is I bring my iPad and I'll play the song, find the seconds that it starts. So if it starts at 1.02 to 2.03, I'll remember that section, so it's really easy to get to whenever I get to that section, and I'll play that section. We'll do that for new grammar, and then for review, they can just start at the beginning and go all the way through. I also like to bring little M&Ms, little candy corn, and I like to bring little pumpkin candies, fun things like that to put on our map. It's so easy for them to move those around, and it makes it extra fun. All right, so that is our geography this week. All right, so for review this week, I have 2 different ideas. One for a little bit older, but they can be used for both. Both ages will enjoy them, so I just wanted to give you 2 different ideas. Say for the little bit younger of age, I have this bowling set, and I got this at Walmart on sale in the summer aisle for like $5. It was such an easy thing, and what I like to do is just put like geography, history, science. You can write in a Sharpie, or if you want to reuse them and repurpose them, you could just put a piece of white paper on there and tape it on, and whenever they hit that one, that's what you use for review. So they have fun with it, it makes it exciting. It's just a fun little thing to do. So that is our bowling one. Now, I also like to do this. I love these little bingo cards. Now, this is kind of a Thanksgiving fall theme. They have other ones that just have like pumpkins and stuff like that. So these are always really fun. I find that all ages love doing bingo, especially when there's a treasure box. For treasure, they can get a piece of candy corn or a pumpkin or pumpkin pencils, just something fun like that. Super easy, super cheap. So that's really fun. You can just pick out a subject, they answer the subject, and then you pull out a card, and then they get to play bingo that way. So that's really fun. Another one that I've seen is where you bake cupcakes. Now this one's super involved, but it's really cute. So they bake cupcakes beforehand, and then for each answer that they answer, they get to put a new topping on. So there might be icing, and there's like, if you have 7 students, you would have 7 bags of icing already prepared with a spoon inside, and then you could have like a little bag of sprinkles that they get for the next review question. It's kind of involved, but it's really cute. So, and they love getting treats, so that makes it fun. All right, so that's our review for this week. Let me know in the comments below, are you enjoying these review videos? What would you like to see more of? So don't forget to hit that subscribe button next video will be coming out soon. I can't wait to hear from you. I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Goodbye.